Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Today I want to take you and explain how to use the get variables node in make.com. It's quite an easy to understand node and a very useful one as well. So before I start, I just like to point out my store. Here you can find all of the blueprints that I have and all the NAN workflows that I have and some courses as well as some templates that will make your life easier when creating automations. Also as well some custom nodes if you want to investigate those. I'll put the links in the description below for you to check them out. Alright, so I'm in Make. I'm gonna go ahead, press the create new scenario button on the top right, and then we can start with our first node. So the first node is usually the trigger node, right? What we want to create is basically a flow that we can understand how to use the get variables node. Okay, so let us start with a simple tools node, and let's create a variable. So we'll create a variable here. We'll get this stopwatch is the one that puts the one that sets what is the trigger. Okay, so I want this as a trigger. I can right click and delete on this one. So I'm going to create this variable. I'm going to call it test01 and I'm going to name it test01. Okay, so this variable, and I'm going to go ahead and let's try to in fact, what I would like to do is I'm gonna name this, give this an email, so test@gmail.com, and what I want to do is create another variable. Let's do this and delete that. And this one we are going to name it domain, and we will take whatever the test1 is and we're going to split it, right? So we're going to go to text, and what we will do is split, and we want to split this one, put it in the first one, and we want to split based on the at word, right? And if we click OK, and if we run this, we can see that we have now an array of what we want. Okay, now I think I can do this let's try adding another variable here. Go to tools and set variable, and I'm gonna, so this is, yeah, this is the array, and what I'm gonna do is, so the first one I want the second one. Okay, I'm gonna name this domain02, and if I run this here, I will have Gmail. Okay, okay, so let me unlink here and do a branch, do a router here. So it's a flow control and router, and the first one would be this one, and here's the second one. Okay, now usually automations run from left to right, top to bottom. Okay, and here let's say I want to let's do a set variable, Okay, so here's the problem. The problem is, imagine you have a workflow here and you want the result of the first branch to be able to be accessed in the second branch. And this is the issue. This is the issue that you will face because you don't have access to what happened in here. So what happened in here is we have this domain 02, which has the Gmail, but here you don't have access to that. It only goes back to this one, and I don't want to repeat this one, these two nodes again. So and sometimes it's impossible to do so. So here comes the usage of the get variables. And what I'm gonna do is search for get. So you can do multiple variables or you can do one variable. So here I'm gonna just get the name. I'm gonna delete this one. Okay. Now if I run this and I go to here and I see that this is empty. Okay, so we must have done something wrong. Okay. Okay, the thing is, see, for first and second, we switch these up. Okay, let me relink these if it allows me to. A link. So now this is first and now this is second, and now it will. So you have to be aware of these numbers. Now if I run, I'm gonna get the Gmail here, even though it ran here, right? So that's the power of the get variable or get variables node. Because if you have multiple branches and each one is doing something and you want the result of one of those branches to be available in the other branch, here comes the power of the get variable. Now you can do also get multiple variables, which is the same one. Okay, but here you can have I just did set. I wanted to create get. Yeah, there you go. Get multiple variables, and here we can do domain 01 and then domain 02, right? Which are both of these ones. Here it's called domain. I'm sorry. Okay. Now if I ran this, and here I'm gonna have so I'm gonna have the domain, which is the array, and I'm gonna have this one. See the power of the get multiple variables. A lot of people don't know about this, and they are just like, how can I connect this with this? Is there a merge? How can I access something that happened in here? This is the node that will save you in a lot of your automations on how to access variables that you set in another branch and get the ability to get the result of those. So the resulting variable, you just need to use a get variable node that you can use in whatever branch you have after a router, so that you can get whatever variable you want from other branches. This will be very beneficial to you guys. All right. I hope this was beneficial to you guys. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching.